guys, so I thought I'd talk about a really awkward topic that, you know, not everybody likes talking about, and that is the story of my first period. Now let's face it, we don't just go up to people and be like, what was your first period like? Because this is what mine was like. Well, I don't know about you, but that's not what I do. But I have to say, getting my first period was traumatic. Guys, you can even watch this too. I know the P word grosses you out, period, but you know, get over it. So the first time I got my period was actually pretty traumatic. I really didn't know what was happening. I didn't know a lot about what periods were. I was in Japanese class in high school. I was, I think, grade 8. So I was 13. I don't know if that's normal. I'm pretty sure it's average. But I was in Japanese class and I was feeling really, really sick in my stomach and really lightheaded. And I was like, can I please go to the nurse? Like, I don't feel well. And the Japanese teacher's like, no, you'll stay here. That was a really good impersonation, actually. By the way, she was like half my height, just so you can imagine it. And it got to the point where I was feeling so sick that I just said, you know what? I'm leaving. And I left all my books, all my bag, everything, just went straight to the nurse, walked out, and she was like, what's going on? And I was all like, bye. So I walked to the nurse. It felt like an eternity just going to the nurse. Usually it would take maybe a 5-minute walk. It was a big school. And I was walking down hallways and I was literally bending over, crawling on the ground. I tried to act natural, whatever that even is. As I passed the teacher, I was like smiling, just sort of holding my stomach, not feeling good. And then when she walked past, I was crawling on the ground. She didn't even notice me, like, good work, teacher. But then I was crawling up the stairs, and by the time I got to the actual nurse, who decides to live on the 10th million story of the world, it was more like 2 flights of stairs, but it felt like that. I just got to the nurse and there was a huge queue. I walked straight past the queue and I was like, I don't feel so good. And I just fell. I passed out. And next thing I know, I'm waking up and my mum is next to my side. There's no queue of girls out the front anymore. It was like maybe 4 o'clock or something, 5 o'clock. And my mum was like, you passed out. And that's, I'm pretty sure I learned about tampons and pads and stuff then. I had no idea, I'm pretty sure. Well, this is how I remember it. But yeah, it was so traumatic. I passed out from my period, my first period. And I gotta say, for someone that had no idea what was going on, I thought I was dying. Then the next day I had to find out where my books were, and luckily I had a friend who picked them all up for me, but yeah. So yeah, that was my experience. What was your period like? I died. I felt like I died and came back to life, you know? I'm sure that's normal. Guys, let me know, do you have a really interesting story to do with your period and how you first got it? What was that movie where she just periods all over the floor? Carrie? Yeah. I'm glad it wasn't as traumatic as that, but I did actually pass out, and then later on in life I learned I had endometriosis, so the pain was probably that intense that that's the reason I passed out. I have no idea. I'm also iron deficient, like my body's a temple. So please let me know your period stories below. I really want to know about them. Has anyone else passed out from their first period? Or is that just me? Because, what? Is that even a thing? Okay, bye.